But anyways, people, we're gonna go on ahead and head to our next segment. And that is your boy, Donald Trump. That's right. Mr. 45, 47 himself. He's back in the news. Of course, he's always in the news. Not only because he's the president, but of course, he is probably like, I think this nigga might be the most talked about president, at least in my lifetime ever. Possibly because I didn't pay that much attention to the presidency. When Bush, Obama, and Biden. I mean, I kind of paid attention when Biden. But they always talk about this nigga Trump. Like, this nigga Trump can't do nothing without the news. Oh, Trump was caught clipping his toenails in the Oval Office and the nail flipped off and fell in somebody's lunch. Oh, he's a bad man for that. Why would you be clipping your toenails in front of them, knowing that post breakfast is around the corner? They'll find anything to get out this big ass mouth. But anyway, your boy, Donald J. Trump, a.k.a. 4547. Hey, speaking of which, 4547, that's a reference from, All About the Benjamins, the lottery ticket that Michael Epps had. Let me find out they knew something ahead of time and didn't tell us. But anyways, Mr. 4547 is back in the news this time because he is planning to send the National Guard to the city of Chicago. Pretty much, as we know, he's already had a situation where he brought them out to D.C., the capital, to basically deal with the crime rate that is going on there. Of course, some agree, some disagree. And basically, I'm about to give y'all some more detailed information on what's going on with them. So, Trump is considering sending the National Guard troops into Chicago, drawing fierce pushback from city and state leaders. At a recent Oval Office event, President Trump described Chicago as a mess and suggested that the U.S. military could be deployed to restore order, saying, quote, "We may or may not. We may just go in and do it with less than 24 hours notice." This nigga Trump, boy. That nigga just wake up and decide to do some shit. Fuck, whatever. Let me go and fuck with them niggas. God. But I'm gonna also share what the Orange Man had to say about the situation going on in Chicago. So this is basically, it's a short little clip showing what
when everybody was being killed and mugged and everything else, despite the phony numbers that were given out, that it was getting better. Brian, do you believe it was getting better or getting worse?
My bad, y'all. Look at the hand motions, though. That nigga was killing it right there. Hold up. Look at them hands.
Was being killed and mugged and everything else, despite the phony numbers that were given.
God damn. That boy, I don't know what's up with them hands, but that nigga be, boy.
Given out that it was getting better. Brian, do you believe it was getting better or getting worse?
Oh, the crime was getting worse. I mean, I was robbed. It was getting worse.
Yeah. How did the other guy come out?
Well, he came out with a briefcase.
Yeah.
Robert 1, Brian 0.
Now, but can you imagine you do this and then you start hearing that they had a 20-year reduction of crime. It's worse. It was worse during the Biden administration than anybody's ever imagined possible. And I guarantee you, he wouldn't be here if those numbers continued. But now we have total safety. We have total security. And for the border, In 3 months, 0 people. These are done by liberal people that do these charts. 0 people came through our border in the last 90 days. Can you believe it? 0. Last year we had millions of people coming in, and they came in from the
What the fuck is that in the middle of that damn dance too? I was wondering, like, did that nigga win an MVP from the NBA or something? What the hell is that?
locations. They came in they came in, a lot of people that shouldn't be here. So now when we have this event in December, it's going to be very safe. Johnny, you can walk down the street with your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
You can take her to dinner if you can get a reservation, which I doubt.
They're all full, the restaurants.
I know. They're all full. I heard that too. The restaurants the restaurants, since we are doing this, are doing great. And many new restaurants are going to open because, as you know, many closed. Many restaurants closed because the crime was so bad. This will be one of the safest places anywhere on earth. So, I really am honored that the National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police. And we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe.
So as y'all say, your boy, make America safe again.
We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one. But they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please.
Now, as far as that statement there, I'm not exactly I can't speak on Chicago. I'm not from there. I haven't been there. I haven't really talked to a bunch of people from Chicago. Oh, this is what I can say. The same thing is going on here in Memphis. I'm talking about a lot of older people has said they need to come and do something about Memphis because Memphis is off the chain. These YNs are out of control, and we just don't know how to handle them. So I did see an article that said Memphis was on the list of people that he might also send some out here for. So my thing is, what is my thoughts on this particular situation? Well, I can see this playing out a couple of ways. I mean, it could end up starting a potential civil war that could escalate. I mean, if I had to bet on it, I would say more than likely not. But it could spark one, maybe. But at the same time, these cities are out of control. Certain ones, Chicago, Memphis, St. Louis, at one time, Baltimore. I don't know if they still like that now. Yes, these cities are out of control, and something needs to be done about the ongoing crime rate, where the elderly aren't even able to go certain places without being afraid of being robbed, or some of them in some certain circumstances being fatally put to rest. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally happening, especially in Memphis. I know for sure, and I haven't seen it on camera here being done here in Memphis. So to keep it 100 with y'all, I know we have our fun and games and stuff like that on a lot of things, but I can't say I'm 100% against this. But it's just going to depend on how it's done, because something has to be done. Our neighborhoods are getting worse and worse. And like he said, if you really pay attention, I actually sat there and did some of the research and thought on this. If you pay attention, the cities that are really out of control like that are the liberal cities. That is the truth. The Democratic cities are the cities that are out of control, have very bad crime rate. Let's see what these comments saying. Trump is one of the worst presidents in the White House. Lying. He knows it will cause her too. That's why he kept cheating. Oh, okay, you talking about that. All his antics show the mental illness of U2 society in the U.S. White society. Donald Trump is the most entertaining president I know. He loves to steal the. Hey, you ain't never lied about that. That's one thing I can say, bro. Hate him or love him. That mother, you can turn Donald Trump out and find something that's gonna be funny as hell. That's a damn job. Whether it's him with them damn hands going like that, I know y'all can't see me on camera right now, but I'm just saying. Or it's just straight up just listening to that nigga. The Biden funny as hell. When Biden was in office, I'm sorry, it was boring. The nigga didn't never have nothing. It was dry as hell. Kept the root problem though in these cities. People forget that Donald Trump is an actor and entertainer. Facts. And it's true. Trump just wants to abuse his power. I don't know if y'all remember, but Mickey O'Sullivan was in the Chi. He was the chief who Brandon used to work with. Okay, so this boy stop. What is this boy stop referring to? Trump is a businessman Tariq is a businessman just like Donald Trump. Which Tariq are we referring to? They built the system for this to happen in our community. So when you say they built this system for, I can't get to all these comments, unfortunately. But when you say they built this system for this to happen, who are you saying they? Because what I know is that the truth is most of the crime rates are in the Democratic cities. And to be honest with you, we can't just say, oh, it's all because of the Republicans, because Democrats has been in office at least in my lifetime. Democrats have been in office longer than the Republicans have. That's just the truth. Donald Trump said that he would make a mockery of the government and politics in the 80s. I do remember this nigga saying something. I don't know if he said necessarily a mockery, but I know he did predict something about him being the president earlier. But those are the cities that have less opportunity, suffer from redlining, etc. There are more deep-rooted issues going on, not just a Democrat. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just straight up tell y'all, I'm not for neither one of them, and I'm definitely not the ones that's gonna sit up here and protect and act like the Democrats are doing the right things and the Republicans aren't. Democrats are some evil, messed up people, just like the other people that y'all hating highlight. B100. Joe Biden did a lot of damage to us, and he don't get nearly the amount of smoke he deserved for what he did. Same can be said for Obama.